Hi all and welcome back to Kingsclear. So this morning the postman delivered this nice parcel containing a RAPIDO Trains GWR B Set. This one is in BR maroon lined and really looking forward to actually seeing it. So a little bit of history about this. Many years ago, when my son was quite young, we built a small layout in his bedroom. It was a 00 layout and funny enough was called Kingsclear, although he did actually want to call it Redcast South. But anyway, the long and short of it was we were looking around for some locos and wagons and coaches to go on that layout, and I went out and purchased some rather cheap old Airfix carriages, one of which was a B set. So we then spent, or half of a B set, we then spent a lot of time looking around various layouts, exhibitions and various other places, swap meets, to find the other half, and we eventually found the other half. But these, as you can imagine, were really quite old, not very well detailed, and really show the test of time of obviously when they were produced, and I'm assuming in the 60s and 70s. So when this was announced, obviously my first initial reaction was got to get it, and we've got it here. So really looking forward to opening it up, and I'll give a little bit of a review and do some running with it. I hope you enjoy. So to start with, similar to Aquascale and various other manufacturers these days, the packaging is very well done. No movement whatsoever in there. Nice little book, and it appears that we've got some windows with the windows open that you can pop out and have some of the windows down. It also appears there's a magnet device there to turn the lighting on and off, similar to the Aquascale Mark II Bs and Cs. So all in all, packaging nice, nice and clear, and we'll have a further dig into it. Okay, so I've lifted this one off the track, and there's something loose inside. Not sure what it is. Maybe it's a pot of gold, which I doubt, but there's definitely something loose. All the windows appear to be there, so it can't be one of those things. So I'm assuming it's something else. So I'll have a look at that when I pop the roof off. I'm sure it's nothing. It may be just one of those posters that's fallen off the wall. But yeah, bit disconcerting when you pick it off and the noise happens straight away. But let's hook them up together and see how they look. Straight out of the box, you actually notice how weighty these carriages are. It was actually quite a surprise. In comparison to some other locos, these do weigh quite a lot, which is good actually, because obviously a little bit of stability, especially for carriages, although these will just generally run in a 2 rake like this, are really good. Anyway, in regards to the livery, the lining is well picked out, all the lettering is well picked out. The colour, it's about right. As I say, I'm not going to be getting any colour charts out and stuff like that, but it looks right for what it is. The interior detail is excellent, as you can just see in there. The posters on the walls behind the seats, making sure that the seats are different colours. And also, if you notice, the walls of the exterior are finished in what I'm assuming is quite a correct colour. You're always going to have that issue with the plastic windows, but that's one thing you just have to live with. Now, I will be putting passengers into this at a point in time, and hopefully we can remove some of that issue of the plastic. But to be honest with you, you're never really going to be looking in there to see that for those window surrounds. The actual upholstery looks like it's real, to be honest with you. That's how good it is. Obviously, you've got the bars on the back of that window there as well, so they look good. A little bit of bleed through there of these lights, but as I say, nothing to trouble anybody. Now, in regards to the lights literally just came straight on as soon as I put it onto the track, and very similar, if not exactly the same, as the Aquascale Mark IIs and Mark IIs, and some of these new series of locos carriages. They're using, I presume, some type of reed switch. Now, actually, this wand is the Aquascale wand. So, yeah, happy days. If you lose the Rapido one, you've got Aquascale ones if you've got any Aquascale locos. Carriages, I keep saying locos for some reason. Similar to the ones behind, but I'm not going to go into those at the moment. That's for another episode. Anyway, getting back to these carriages, the underframe looks right. As I say, I'm not going to compare this to scale drawings like other people do, or even count the amount of rivets there are or not. I'm not too worried. It looks right. And as I say, the main thing for me was the weight of these. They really do feel very solid. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at the other bits and pieces you get with these carriages, and then we'll put it together and give it a run. When we look at all the bits and pieces we get in the box, as you can see, there's an owner's manual there. That's full of really good historic information and really good detail of how to add the accessories that I'll show you in a minute. Also really clear how you get the roof, etc. off. So yeah, really good. Also, you've got all of your window or opening a half windows, 2 packages, one with the clear windows, and then you've got the other one which has got the no smoking signs. And then you've got obviously all your accessories here. So you've got, it appears to be free of everything, which is really great, because sometimes if you drop one of these very small items, if you're putting them on, they are an absolute nightmare to try and find. So I think it's a really great idea that they've given you that ability that if you do lose or break one of these, you have a spare, which I think is a really, really great idea. And then you've got the bar there to bring them together into the centre carriage. Yeah. So yes, so that's all really good. I'm just going to now put the bar in there and let's have a run. With the motive power now on, in a quite prototypical Prairie and B Set units, does look really good. The spacing between the 2 carriage is excellent. I've just run it around one of the tightest of curves that I've got, and it passed with no issues. And generally looks really, really good. So before it has a run out onto the line, I'll just switch off the engine so you can hear me. From a price point of view, these come in around about 144. Say Rails, TMC are doing it for around about that amount. It's a big outlay, but to be honest, you do get a lot for that. As I say, the lighting is excellent. As I say, if you put passengers in there, you'll clearly see them. The detail is excellent. As I say, the bits and pieces that come with it, I can't really fault at all in any shape or form at all whatsoever. And I think, to be honest with you, for the amount we are now paying for coaches, I think looking at around about, what should be about £72 now for this with the lighting, etc., is about the same. Similar to obviously the Mark IIs from Acrosel that you can see in the background there. And maybe a little bit more expensive than some of the non-lit ones, but you've seen, I've got a video out there of obviously retrofitting lighting into carriages, and there's always a lot of cost and disruption involved in doing that. So yeah, it is expensive, but I think very much well worth it, to be honest with you. That's if you're looking at obviously a type of Western region set. Now, for all those rivet counters that are busily just hanging on, ready to start typing, yes, I know B sets were the predominant area, was obviously the Bristol area and the West Country and obviously those type of lines, and very rarely, if ever, did they ever come up to the southeast, especially the Reading Newbury area, where obviously basically where we're basing Kingsclear, between Basingstoke and Newbury. But as I say, it's my railway, I've always wanted them. And my excuse is that one of the DMUs failed over the previous couple of weekends. So Bristol Division kindly lent us a B set to make up the difference for that DMU failing the previous weekend. So there's a bit of a background for the reason why we've got it up in this area. Anyway, let's see it running. So, as I say, we've got the lights off now, so obviously we've got the lights on the platforms, etc., but it really is nice to see that light coming out of those carriages. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick video. As I say, I don't like doing reviews, to be honest with you, but I thought I'd do one for this this particular couple of carriages because I've really been looking forward to seeing those out there. Anyway, so click like and subscribe and all those good things. Add some comments. Obviously, any questions, just drop them in and I'll get back to you. And thank you very much for watching.